So I want to shoot a video here about how to store apples affordably and at home for at least a couple months, probably 3 or 4. What you need is a temperature controller and a deep freeze, a chest freezer. This temperature controller can be got for about $9 on eBay or $20 on Amazon. It's pretty easy to wire up actually. You just have to get an old extension cord and chop it up and use the plug to go in the wall and the receptacle you plug your deep freeze into. So I'll give you a shot of the deep freeze here. Now this deep freeze is a newer deep freeze. We actually have excess freezer capacity right now, so I moved everything from this deep freeze into a stand-up freezer, and I'm going to use this for the next few months for apple storage. I'll show you the Honeycrisp apples I have in here. The thing with Honeycrisp apples is you don't want to store them too cold too quickly. They'll have injuries from that. What I've read is you want to do about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius for a week, and then you can bring it down to about 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, and you should be able to store it for a few months at least, probably 3 or 4. Yeah, I just have the temperature probe. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's just hanging down into the apples there. And it uses almost no power. Like, this thing will only come on so little to keep it at this temperature. And because it's a chest freezer, it's so much better than a fridge, because a fridge has a defrost cycle where it heats up the freezer department and actually sucks the moisture out of there so that it doesn't ice up. And when it does that, it sucks the moisture out of your fridge basically, and you end up with shriveled apples pretty quickly. So you'll have a much higher humidity in a chest freezer, and the power consumption is like way less. So what you can do is you get a used chest freezer off Craigslist for like 50 bucks, and you get the controller for 10, and for $60 you have something where you could store apples either from your backyard or from You Pick Orchard, that are a lot cheaper than grocery store apples and should store for quite a long time. I have a lot of apples in the backyard, and we also pick these Honeycrisp apples from a You Pick because they're my son's absolute favorite apples. He loves them. So that's what I'm doing. And you can see I'm also watering the garden. And it's a beautiful day here in September.